All right, Coach, autumn in full swing, and it is decently chilly, but all in all, a pleasant day here at FedEx Field just outside of the District of Columbia. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Washington Redskins. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go! Moody base. Undercut. 80 weapon. This.
First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Watch the run. Check.
From the gun on third down. Herbert. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Gio with a pick. Time will tell if that's an interception that rattles the rookie here. First drive on the road.
And you know the discussion going into the game centered on, okay, let's get out nice and easy, take care of the football, we're on the road. You're a youngster, let's not make mistakes early. But now the conversation will shift to, okay, put it behind you, move on. Long way to go in this one.
Value one. Three down. Hey, Foxtrot.
After the interception, here's Goff. And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked. DeForest Buckner in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Now a play fake, and it's Goff. He's going to float this over the middle deep. This is caught. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Tyreek Hill, his 14th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going. And to be frank, they're just in a tough spot. It's only November, already eliminated from playoff contention. I know their fan base doesn't want to hear that, but that's the case. What are they fighting for now going forward?
You know exactly what they're fighting for is that word that some people don't want to hear, but it's pride.
Draft. Oh, okay. Yeah. I was going to go draft, but pride's better, right?
You know something? You're right, because that's part of it, but that's two different mindsets. That's front office mindset, draft position, where are we going to be and what do we need to get? And then the players and the coaching staff right now, pride. Can they win some games and feel better about themselves despite the fact they have no shot at the playoffs?
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Looking to throw on second down. Herbert, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Looking to throw. Herbert. Able to find Waller. That's complete. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins 36. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 36. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
2nd and 9 now. Eluding the pressure right. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Redskins' 24-yard line.
Here we go. 70, Indy. Here we go, let's go, let's bring it. Hey, Sam off. Shoot, watch the shoot. Shoot.
He'll have a first down inside the 10. The end result, 21 yards.
This is one of those plays that could go either way, but we've seen the influence of the college game now in the NFL, where we're seeing more and more of these plays run, and that one went for a big gain.
Go. Hey. Come to me.
They'll run it with Jacobs. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
To me, that's a terrific run on 1st and goal at the 3. They got 2 yards. I'd line right back up and give it to him again.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Squeeze. Go. Hey, Haywood. Get it.
One more time with Jacobs. And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. Josh Jacobs, his 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just be on the outside of the playoff picture looking in. So a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, get the whole...
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Patrick Onwuasor. And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line.
Offensively, when you see cover 2, the thought has to go through the quarterback's head. Drive the football when making throws. It's not just the deep guys covering. It's the guys underneath you have to be careful of. Drive your throw. Otherwise, you see what results? Interceptions.
On first down, Herbert. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. Darren Waller, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bengals have taken the lead. Extra point splits the uprights. And that makes the score 14-7.
14, Redskins 7.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
10 yards there, good for a Redskin first down. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Play action. It's gone. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Now it's gone. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
On 1st and 10, gone. That one complete to Hill. And he'll get it out to midfield. Let's say, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. From the 50, it's gone. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. It's Quentin Dunbar with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. Flushed out right. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. It got his man complete. It's a gain of 35. Charles, you talk so much about quick change plays. There's one right there. You get the turnover, and boom, hit him with a big one.
And defenses plan for this all the time. They work on it in practice. But in the middle of a game, when that quick change takes place, oftentimes guys aren't as focused as they need to be.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. Last play went for over 30 yards. This one not quite as big, but still over 20. This quarterback now hitting on 80% of his passes in the early going. 8 of 10. It's first down. Here's Jacobs from the gun. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Go.
To throw on 2nd down. Herbert. Flush to his right. And he'll be forced out of bounds shy of the line of scrimmage, so that'll be credited as a sack. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
Now, I know it's only a loss of a couple of yards, but when you get near the sidelines, just flip the ball out of bounds, incomplete, and save the yardage. Save the yards, not your stats.
From the gun on 3rd down. Herbert toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Adoree Jackson right there, step for step in coverage. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit. Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And 2 interceptions thrown here in this first half. You hear it, no matter the sport, they say that great athletes, they can kind of have a short-term memory, but that's easier said than done.
It is easier said than done, but I played with a guy who threw 2 interceptions in the first quarter of a really big game we were playing.
Johnny Unitas?
And no, not quite of that level and not of that age. But I
was going for the age.
I remember looking over at him, and he was smiling. And I thought, what is he smiling about? It's because he had enough confidence in himself that was a fluke. And he went out and played pretty well.
And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked. Quan Alexander in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Hill, the intended receiver once again, and that'll make it 3rd down. They'll fake the give. Now Goff. He is going to find Hill here. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Off play action. Here's Goff. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation. And there, the defense won the battle. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
So now it's 3rd and long, because remember, they also lose a down on the grounding call. Goff now looking to throw. They complete it to Hill. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A big 30-yard play on 3rd. They'll fake the handoff. Now Goff. This will be caught inside the 10. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. Goff throwing again. Escaping the pressure right. And he's got it. A gain of 7 that time. 2nd goal. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Good yardage on 1st down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal?
Switch. Go.
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Tyreek Hill with touchdown number 15 on the year and 2nd of the game, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Marr now to add the extra point. Now we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready up.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half, all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. Couple complete.
Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. 2nd interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question, because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Gets this one to Hill. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Here's Goff. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown. Jared Goff with his 3rd touchdown pass of the afternoon as his guys are able to regain the lead. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Bengals drive about to get going. Inside of a minute left in the half. Does the fact that you're down on the scoreboard influence what you do or, I guess, don't do on this final drive?
It certainly does, but what influences me even more is who I've got running my football team out on the field and the weapons around him. Can he make a play? Can he get into someone that we're going to trust to take care of the ball? If that's the case, I might push it a little bit here and try and get something before the half runs out.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Herbert. Eluding the pressure right. He's got Fuller. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Herbert. And he'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. And between the last 2 plays, they've moved it over half the length of the football field. This quarterback now closing in on a 200-yard first half through the air. It's 1st and 10.
Check 48's the mic. Check 48's the mic. Hey, Charlie. 48's the mic. Get it.
From the gun, Herbert. He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. A bit of a surprise. They're going for it with 2 ticks remaining. No sign of the field goal unit.
Mike 48, Mike 48. If you don't get this, boy, you think you won't get this? You think you won't get this? 48 Mike, 48 Mike. Watch the pass. Hey, Foxtrot, Foxtrot. 48's the mic. Check. Yes. Ready?
A final shot before break. Herbert. And he's going to go down. So they pass up the field goal attempt to go for 6, but as a result, they leave points on the field, and that's going to do it for this first half. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A 1-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. The Redskins in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
See if they do. And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked. Nick Bosa in there to get him. And on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete. Quentin Dunbar right there on the coverage. So it would appear they will not be able to add to their lead on this opening drive of the second half.
Yeah, if another touchdown was scored there, now we're talking about a 2-score game, and they're probably on their way of creating an excellent gap between them and their pursuers. But how about the defense there, able to step up and keep themselves in this one?
First and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. He's going to float this one deep right side. And almost intercepted. It would have been his second pick of the game. Instead, it'll be second down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. In Washington territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. They try and run on first down, but this one going to lose a couple yards as they get him behind the line. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and 12.
At the 39-yard line.
Ready? 18 Gator. Check. Hey, Wahoo.
Operating from the gun. Herbert. Flushed out right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
How many times have we sat with coordinators, and especially the defensive guys, they've talked about big plays, sacks. They often come in bunches. Well, it may not be a bunch here, but that is the 3rd sack of the game for them.
And around sack 3 or 4, I would think it starts to get in the quarterback's head a little bit.
Not just the quarterback, the offensive play caller, the offensive line, knocks people off balance and changes what they normally do.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Charles, not to point fingers, but how much of this goes on the shoulders of the offensive line? Well, look at the 6 sacks last week. That's the 4th in this game.
Definitely the bulk of it does go on the offensive line. That's what they're tasked with doing, keeping their quarterback upright and clean in the pocket. But I think they have to look at, okay, are we bringing in extra people? Is the ball out of the quarterback's hands quick enough? There are a few other factors that they have to look at to try and help out, but you're exactly right. It starts with the O-line.
Hey, let's go. Go ground.
They'll try and get the running game going with Elliott. And able to get it across the 20 before they get to it. On first down, gone. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeForest Buckner, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
11.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Goff. Open man is Hill. He's got it. A good pickup there. 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
Check that. 152 right here.
It's now 3rd and 4.
Value 3.
From the gun on 3rd down. Goff. That one complete to Elliott. 9 yards on the play and a 1st down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can...
Oh, now it's free. Hill fumbled it. And the Bengals grab it. And the return will stop right around the 25. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. He didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
Here comes the ball. I see you, boy. Go now. 15.
And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Go! 10-2 stop. Hey, exit. Watch QB's up. Mike 48. Hey! Shoot!
Off play action. Herbert to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
And when that field shrinks for those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Call it a 4-yard pickup, but it leaves them a few inches short here on 4th down. 1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Well, look at this, a tight end carry. And he'll have the 1st down, getting this one to the 14-yard line. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th.
1st down, Cincinnati.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, Herbert. He's got his tight end complete. It's Green. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
At the 10-yard line.
That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7.
48 smart. Hey,
Here's the 2nd and 7. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off inside the 10. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. The 40, 20, 10. And he will score. Touchdown, Washington. A little bit of a backbreaker right there. You're down close, 1-score game, trying to push the ball down the field and score, and you throw a pick 6.
And sometimes you take a little bit of a gamble when you're making your throws, right? Sometimes you press it a little bit more than maybe you wanted to because you want that score so badly. In this case, it cost them.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And following the pick 6, and they decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game, go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. 2nd and 10. Goff again. It's Hill, complete. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. The last play on the completion got him half of what they needed. Now here's a tough 3rd and 5. Flush to his right. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling. Has to be a little frustrating for them, because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Value 3. 14. Hold. 58. Hey, Alpha. 58. Come on. Get him.
They go ahead and snap it. Gone. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Washington. Tyreek Hill, 57 yards. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
The Bengals take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Let's go.
The Bengals drive about to get going, and they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here, and sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
6-6, pull it high. Go, Jack.
They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. Give them 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Off the play fake. Herbert. And now here's another interception. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. A first down carry by Elliott. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Redskin football here as we welcome you back. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. Forced out to his left. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation.
Check 52. Kill. Turn up. 5.
On 3rd down, Elliott. And some room to work. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
Washington Redskins, first down. First and goal at the 1 yard line.
52 the mic. Watch the out. Watch the out.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Redskins.
Touchdown, baby.
From a yard out. And the Redskins are able to stretch the lead out further.
And to me, that touchdown allows you to start grinning widely on your sideline. I think they pretty much locked this one away.
Yeah, that's the clincher, the proverbial icing on the cake, if you will. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Okay, ready?
The Bengals drive about to get going. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do...
And my goodness, another interception. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And he will score. Touchdown, Washington. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick six makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or two.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
And he will not make it to the goal line as his try for two is going to come up empty. But that's little consolation to this defense as they have been porous all game long.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard
We got
line.
this.
The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard
Ready,
line.
The Bengals drive about to get going. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message? Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury.
Go.
Looking to throw on second down. Herbert. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. A Bengal first down on the 16-yard pickup there. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's first and 10.
Hey, look at me. Zipper. Right now, let's go. Check, 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 check. Check, check, check. Get it.
Back to throw. Herbert escaping the pressure right. And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. He got 29 yards that time.
Got it.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10.
Hey, Echo. Check 48's the mic. Check 48's the mic. I know he ain't got it. 48's the mic. Go. Oh, here we go. Oh. Hey, alert 48. Alert. Ready.
Looking to throw. Herbert. He's got the connection to Cooper. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. A Bengal first down on the 16-yard pickup there.
First down.
18 Gator. Here we go. Hey, we got tight left. Hey, we got four. We got four down. Go. 48 down.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Oh, wait, hold everything. A timeout has been called. Seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down.
Hey, Charlie. 48's the mic. Hey. Fire.
Back to throw. Herbert going to throw, and this is going to be caught. So it affects the final score, not the outcome, but it is a late touchdown here on the game's final play. Doesn't affect the outcome, but, hey, nice job there to put it in the end zone for the final play.
Could it affect other things? Sometimes these types of scores are ones that we don't consider big at the time. Then later on we find out maybe that was a tiebreaker.
Yeah.
Or, of course, in the fantasy football world, these points mean a lot.
A lot there. Well, on the one side, if you try to take away something positive from this game, they played to the final whistle, getting the touchdown there on the last play, but still, all for naught, really.
Yeah, I'd say give them points for positivity. I like that. That part is good. But I often wonder, when the game is settled and the clock is run out, do we really need to kick the extra point?
Oh, yeah. It's silly. It's silly.
It doesn't make any sense to me. I know that people have explained before, well, you got to play it all the way through. Come on, this thing was done.
So for Washington, their playoff chances take an uptick as they move to 7-4. And they will hit the road next week to take on the New York Giants. Meanwhile, for the Bengals, the problems just get worse and worse as they fall to 2-9 now on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.